He stood in line at the downtown credit union with his shoulders slightly hunched, the way people do when they're trying not to take up space. His jacket was clean but worn at the elbows, his work boots scuffed from years of early mornings. In his left hand, he held a small paper with numbers scribbled on it. In his right, his phone buzzed with a reminder from his daughter's school about an upcoming field trip fee. All he wanted, literally all he wanted, was to check his balance and see if he could afford it this week or if he'd have to make another quiet excuse. The lobby was busy that afternoon because a naval charity event had just ended across the street. Uniforms filled the room, medals caught the light, laughter bounced off the marble floors. A fleet commander stood near the VIP desk, surrounded by junior officers, confidently telling a story that made everyone lean in. When the single dad finally reached the ATM, he slid in his card, typed his PIN, and waited. The machine took longer than usual, its screen blinking as if thinking hard. He sighed, already bracing himself for disappointment. Behind him, someone scoffed. "ATM must be broken," a voice said. "Or maybe it's shocked anyone still uses those." A few chuckles followed. The fleet commander glanced over, his eyes flicking from the man's boots to his jacket, then to the outdated phone in his hand. Amused, he added, "Careful, son. Sometimes the truth on those screens hurts." More laughter. The single dad didn't turn around. He'd learned a long time ago that pride didn't pay bills. He just stood there, jaw tight, heart pounding harder than it should have. Then the screen refreshed. The numbers appeared slowly, line by line. His breath caught. Behind him, the laughter stopped. The fleet commander stepped closer, curiosity replacing humor. He leaned just enough to see the reflection in the ATM glass, and the balance glowing clearly on the screen. Not thousands, not millions, but an amount that didn't match the man everyone had just dismissed. It was precise, structured, old money, layered carefully over decades. Accounts linked, trusts indicated, a balance that told a story of discipline, intelligence, and long-term strategy. The commander straightened instantly. "Sir," he said, his tone changing so fast it felt like the room tilted. "May I speak with you?" The single dad finally turned. His eyes were tired, but steady. "I'm almost done," he said quietly. "Just needed to check something." The commander swallowed. He recognized the structure now. He'd seen accounts like that only a handful of times, always tied to people who preferred silence over status. People who didn't wear their pasts on their sleeves. "You don't have to stand in line," the commander said, gesturing toward the private offices. "We can. I'm fine," the man replied. He pulled out his receipt, folded it carefully, and slipped it into his wallet. "I got what I needed."